Hi guys, welcome to today's Oops a Daisy video. Today I'm going to be creating my health and fitness spreads for 2020. It's January, which is always the time of year that I start thinking about getting fitter, doing some exercise, dropping some pounds after indulging too much at Christmas. So my spread is going to be based around a couple of things. I'm going to be challenging myself again to do Couch to 5k. I've never quite finished it. Maybe 2020 is the year that I actually will. I'm also going to be putting in some weight loss, so a weight loss tracker, a measurement tracker, yeah, a little graph. So starting with the super easy tracker stencil, I'm going to be popping this tracker into the spread basically as is, and then I'm going to put my measurements bits down here and then a graph for weight loss over here. I think I've got this great washi tape which is got sneakers on it. Let me show you. Undo that. I don't know if you can see that there. Perfect. So yeah, I'm basically going to be using that to decorate the spread because it kind of matches the fitness theme, and I'm going to carry that over into the next page, which will be for the Couch to 5k. So getting started, first of all I'm going to select my pen. I'm going to select the 0.3 Studler pigment liner, there it is, and I'm going to get going. So something you need to consider when you're using this stencil is which way round you do it. I just started a spread and did it back to front, basically did it that way, which means that the arrows are all going the wrong way basically. So yeah, just learn from my mistakes. Line it up with the boxes. And here we go. Okay, so that's all of the tracking part of it done. I'm now going to do the top banner, and I will zoom in a bit because this is a bit, but people often ask me about how to do the banners with this stencil and with the other stencils that have banners on. Sorry for the reflection. So the best way of doing it to get the best looking banner, trace the whole of the top part of the banner, as you can see, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to trace this line or this line. So if you just go and do this bit and the same on that side, then you end up with a banner that looks like that. And then what I'm going to do is connect it right up and then fill in that bit there. And then freehand that line to that line. And that basically gives you a complete banner rather than the banner with the missing sections that's on the stencil. Basically they have to be there in order for the stencil not to fall apart, but yeah, that's how to get the banner with all of the bits intact. And I've left the edge free because I'm going to add in washi tape, so I'm going to zoom back out again to do that. And each one of these boxes is going to be for £1 lost. And then I'm going to add my title in at the top. And what I also like to do with this tracker is just make a line go across from the boxes so you can kind of follow the direction a little bit easier. Okay, so that's that side. I'm now going to go ahead and create a measurements tracker and a graph. So I'm going to use the body stencil just to add a little outline of a body, just as a bit of design element over here. Now the key thing with this has got really flappy bits that you can see. You kind of do have to hold them down a little bit when you're using this stencil, otherwise they do move. So I will show you here. Okay, so I've done a space here for my very starting measurements when I started Slimming World back in September, just to kind of give me a reference, and then I'm going to go across to January, February, March, because I expect this journal to last about 3 months. And then I'm going to do the weight loss here. Let me add some. And what I've also done on the graph here is include the last 12 weeks of last year, so that I can again show the progress that I've already made and then continue on with what's on this year, just because I think it will be motivating for me to see what I've already done. It's all about motivation. I am going to add some little trainers at the bottom. So that's where I'm at so far. I obviously have to add all the data in. I'm wondering if I can try to make myself a little tab, just because this is a spread that I'm going to return to often. I'm trying to figure out how I can use the trainers in that way, maybe at the top. Just so that I can find that easily, because it's a page that I'm going to use a lot. I'm just going to cut that neatly. Okay, so that's my first spread, just with the weight loss. The next one's going to be Couch to 5K, so I just need to double check when I get my phone. How many weeks there are on Couch to 5K, because I've never finished it. 9 weeks. 9 weeks, 3 ones in each week. I'm going to use the smaller, so this is the super easy tracker. This is a slightly smaller one. If there's 9, 18, 27. Okay, I can definitely fashion this. Watch how I do this wrongly now. So I'm going to slightly faff with the stencil, so I only want 3 on each row. So if I do the 3 and then I can do the other arrow moving it along in a second. I need to start it up high so I can fit extra rows in. I'm not going to do the start word yet because I want that to be central. Okay, so I'm going to do the 3 side boxes and then the arrow down on each row. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Hopefully it will all make sense. And then I'm going to move over, so I just need to white out that box that's wrong. So I've basically done the last 3 boxes on each row, and then I'm going to move the stencil across, if you can see, so that it matches the end, so that I can position the arrow going down on the next row. And then in each of the boxes, so this is week 1. Okay, so that is basically my couch to 5k spread. I will show you some close-ups at the very end of the video. So I basically got 3 runs on each week, and then a little section to record just in one word how I'm feeling after each run. My pounds lost weight tracker spread, my measurements, which are going to go down here, and then my weight loss graph, which will go over here, and I'm going to pre-fill with the last half of last year, sorry. And also my very starting measurements from the beginning of Slimming World, just because I think it'll be motivating to see the progress that I've made. So yeah, that's my weight loss and fitness tracker. I've added a little tab at the top just so that it's easy to find it, and use the little sneaker motif just to add a little bit of colour really, and hopefully as I complete through I'm going to colour each of these in so it'll gain more colour as I progress. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will be posting a flip through of the journal so far, basically my 2020 setup in my Citrus Bookbindery journal, so stay tuned and make sure that you've hit subscribe down here, and hit the little bell icon as well, because that's going to make sure that you see all of my future videos. Have a great one, take care.